Hello and welcome back to CodeChef. In part 1, we covered all the fundamental array operations like creating, accessing, changing, inserting, deleting, merging, and working with strings. Today we put all that knowledge together to work by solving real-world programming problems. We'll tackle 6 exciting challenges ranging from basic to advanced. These aren't just coding exercises, they're patterns you'll use throughout your programming career, from competitive programming to job interviews. So make sure you have the CodeChef compiler open and ready. The link is in the description below. So let's dive in.
Arrays Part 2. Today we are solving 6 array problems that build on each other in difficulty. The basic problems of sum of array, search element, find maximum, and then we go on to the advanced problems of minimum to maximum, leader of the array, and maximum sub-array sum, the famous cadence algorithm. Each problem teaches you a valuable pattern. By the end, you'll have a toolkit of techniques for solving array challenges efficiently. Now let's start with the basics. Sum of array elements. Our first problem is foundational, calculating the sum of all array elements. We have a problem here, which is given an array of n numbers, calculate their sum. So we have been given an array of n numbers and the input is 82414 and output is going to be 19 because we will be adding all of these elements which will sum to 19. Now let's look at the approach. First we create a variable sum initialized to 0, we loop through each element in the array and we add each element to the sum and then we print the final sum. Now why this will work is we are using the accumulator pattern starting with 0 and building up the answer element by element. The time complexity is going to be big O of n and the space complexity is going to be big O of 1. In this pattern of loop through all elements and accumulate, a result is one of the most common in programming. The second problem is search an element. Here we do some searching. We need to determine if a specific value exists in an array. And the problem is, does the array contain element x? So here we have an example of array 73521 and we are searching for 3. The output for the same will be yes, 3 is present at index 1. Now example 2. We have an array of 73521 and we search for element 10. Now if we run this array, we will get the output of no, 10 is not present. So this is linear search. We check each element sequentially until we find our target or run out of elements. The approach that we use over here will be loop through each element. If we find a match, print yes and exit, and if we finish the loop without finding it, print no. This is linear search. We check each element sequentially until we find a target or run out of elements. The time complexity is big O of n, in which the worst case element is not present. We check all n elements. An important note is if the array was sorted, we could use binary search for big O of log n time. But with an unsorted array, linear search is our best option. And next problem is finding maximum element. Finding the largest value in an array. So here we have a problem which is given mountain height, find the tallest mountain. So we have heights given which is 4, 7, 6, 3, 1. If we run this array, we get the output as 7, which is the tallest mountain. What approach we use here is we assume the first element is the maximum. Then we loop through the rest of the array starting from index 1. If we find a larger element, we update our maximum and we print the final maximum. Why this works is we maintain an invariant. At any given point in the loop, maximum holds the largest value we have seen so far. So by the end of it, it holds the largest value in the entire array. The time complexity for the same is big O of n. Problem number 4. Minimum to maximum. To find the minimum value m in the array. So in one operation, you can change any element to any value between 1 to 100. What is the minimum number of operations needed so that m becomes the maximum value? Here example 1, we have array 1, 2. Here the minimum m is equal to 1. We need to change 2 to lesser than or equal to 1 and we have one operation. So the result will be 1, 1. Example 2, array 2, 2, 3, 4. Here we have minimum m, we found it to be 2. We need to change 3 and 4 to less than or equal to 2. We have two operations and we get the result of 2, 2, 2, 2. Example 3. Array 1. The minimum already is 1 and it's already the maximum. So 0 operation. We need to count how many elements are strictly greater than the minimum. Each of these must be changed to make m the maximum. So the approach is find the minimum value in the array, count how many elements are strictly greater than this minimum, that count is the answer. The time complexity is big O of n, 2 passes, 1 to find minimum and 1 to count. So here in example, you could see that we had 2 elements which were greater than 2. So we had to make these 2 to be lesser than or equal to 2. So we used 2 operations and we got a result of 2, 2, 2. Problem number 5. Leader of array. An element is a leader if it's strictly greater than all elements to its right. We have to find all leaders. The rightmost element is always the leader. For example, we have array 16, 17, 4, 3, 5, 2. The leaders are 17, 5 and 2. Now, why? 17 is the greatest of all elements to its right. 5 is greater than all elements to its right, which is 2. And 2 is the rightmost element. 16 is not a leader because 17 is right next to it. So 17 is greater than 16. And 4 is not going to be a leader because 5 is right next to it. So we have 17, 5 and 2. Now let's look at an example. Array 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. The leaders 5, only the last one. Why? Is because we need strictly greater. So let's look at the approach. We start from the rightmost element, always the leader, and we keep track of the maximum element seen so far from the right. So we move left. If the current element is greater than maximum from the right, it's a leader, and we update the maximum as we go. The time complexity is single pass from right to left. We have to remember going right to left lets us track the maximum of all elements to the right in one pass. Maximum sub-array sum. The grand finale, one of the most famous array problems. This is Cadence algorithm. Find the contiguous sub-array with the largest sum. In example 1, you can see array -2, 1, -3, 4, -1, 2, 1, -5, 4. The maximum sub-array is 4, -1, 2, 1. And the sum of the same is 6. Example 2. We have arrays 5, 4, -1, 7, 8. The maximum sub-array is 5, 4, -1, 7 and 8. The entire array itself. The sum of all of these elements is 23. A naive approach would be checking all possible sub-arrays, which has a time complexity of big O of n square or big O of n cube, which is too slow. Now let's look at Cadence algorithm on big O of n solution, the fastest. At each position, you have two choices. Start a new subarray from this element. Extend the existing subarray to include this element. Pick whichever gives a larger sum. So, the algorithm goes in two parts. First is to track two values, the current sum, which is the best sum ending at current position, and the max sum, which is the best sum found so far. For each element, the current sum will be the max of the element, the current sum plus element, and the max sum will be the max of max sum, comma, current sum. Why does this work is if adding the current element to our existing subarray gives a smaller sum than just starting off fresh with the current element, we start fresh. We always keep track of the best sum we've seen. The time complexity is big O of n because of the single pass, and this is brilliant example of dynamic programming. Now let's see all 6 problems solved in one complete program. This is a standard setup of hash includes studio.h, and we print the header of array problem solving. Alright, here you can see we've created an array and we have initialized a sum. Here we loop through each element and we are going to print each element and print the total sum as well. Here our sum would be 8 plus 2 plus 4 plus 1 plus 4, which would give a sum of 19. Now we have problem to search an element. Here we have defined an array of 7, 3, 5, 2, 1, and this is the search element. This is our target, which is 3. We've created a flag here for found or not found, and we print the array and search target. Here we are going to use linear search which will loop through and check each element, and we print the result using ternary operator. So if the element is found, it prints yes, otherwise it prints no. So it will run through each and every element. Since it will run through 7 first, it will be no, and then when it reaches 3, we'll have the output as yes. The next problem is find maximum element. Here we've created an array of 4, 7, 6, 3 and 1, and we have initialized max to first element, which is 4. Now we see that we are going to loop through arrays, print elements and update max when larger found. So when it runs, we find that this is our largest element, which is going to get printed. Our next problem is min to max. Here we have created an array again. Here we are going to find minimum value in array. It counts elements strictly greater than the minimum, and we are going to print the minimum value which we find in this array. The next is leader of the array. Here we have created another array 16, 17, 4, 3, 5 and 2. We print the array and we initialize storage for the leaders. We track max from right to left. This is a critical loop which traverses right to left. It checks if the current is greater than max from the right, and it prints leaders in reverse to show the left to right order. Now our next problem is maximum sub-array sum. We have created a mix positive negative values, and we are going to print array, and then we initialize cadence algorithm variables. Here we are deciding whether to extend sub-array from or start fresh, and we update the global maximum, and here we are going to print the maximum sub-array. We complete the program with return 0 and close our main function over here, and we'll run this program. Now here you can see the result as we've expected for sum of array elements, which gives us the array which was 82414, and we have found the sum of all these elements to be 90. Search an element. We have the array 73521, and we were searching for 3, and we found 3 at index 1. Now here find maximum element. We compare 4, 7, 6, 3, 1, and we find the maximum to be 7. Here min to max, we have the array 2, 2, 3, 4. Elements 3 and 4 are greater, so 2 operations are needed, and minimum value is 2. Leader of array. So from the right, first we get 2 as the leader, which is the rightmost, and now 5 is greater than 2, so 5 is the leader. 3 is not greater than 5, so 5 still remains the leader, and 4 is not greater than 5, so 5 still remains the leader. Now 17 is greater than 5, so 17 is our new leader, and then 16 is not greater than 17, so 17 remains the last leader. So we have 17, 5 and 2 as our leaders. And last we have maximum sub-array sum, and our best sub-array becomes a sum of 6.
Now it's your turn. Head to the CodeShift compiler and practice these problems. Try different test cases, handle edge cases, and experiment with variations. Keep practicing, keep coding, and I'll see you in the next one.